Well, it used to be called the Cliff Palace Motel. They don't really call things motels anymore unless they're really old, although I think it's a cool name. But the Cliff Palace is actually closer to Cortez, Colorado than Blanding. And so we wanted to have a name that was representative of our area. And of course, there's lots of sagebrush in Blanding and the surrounding area. But we want it to also reflect the age and time period that it was built. So the Blue Sage Inn we voted on it of many different names, and that's the one in my family, and that's the one that was selected. We opened in July of 2020. That was when the remodel was completed and when we reopened. The building was actually built in 1954 and designed in 1954 and finished in 1956. Frank Lloyd Wright is a famous architect. So he designed buildings in the 40s, 50s, 60s, I think around that time period, but he was a famous probably the most famous architect in America. He has buildings and homes all over the United States, but he started a school in Arizona. It was designed by a Frank Lloyd Wright student, Philip Lyman, who was from Blanding and went to school at the Frank Lloyd Wright School of Architecture in 1953 and 54 in Arizona. And so the hotel had just been through a lot of changes. They were trying to renovate some of the rooms and make them theme-based, but it also needed a lot of work. And so I wanted to take the opportunity to renovate it so that it didn't run into the ground. So we purchased the Blue Sage Inn in 2019. Started the renovations, and then COVID hit. So basically we wanted to make sure that it stayed the way that it is because it's a large amount of history for our city. We sell t-shirts in here that tell people that it's a Frank Lloyd Wright student designed. There's a lot of people who come here because it was a Frank Lloyd Wright student building, and they go and they visit all the Frank Lloyd Wright sites. I think people stay here because we keep our reviews up, and that's always a huge factor in where people choose to stay. But two, they really do go into the room and they see that it's clean and comfortable. This hotel actually never had breakfast. I don't think in the history that I know of in the hotel had breakfast. This space that I'm in right now actually was a room that was rented. It was room number 1. And we decided when we purchased it that we needed a breakfast space because Blanding has a lack of breakfast foods, especially on Sunday. Are there any ghost stories? The hotel is old, and if you go to the basement, there is a basement, full stairs. There is actually a crawl space that goes all the way underneath the hotel from start to finish, and so it's where the sewer and the water and where the sewer and water lines are and how we access those. But it is a 1950s dingy old basement, and we have employees here who fully believe that it could be haunted, although it's a nice ghost if it's haunted. They go down there and they'll hear a noise or something will move and they'll run back up as fast as they can. And so they'll call me and I'll go down there because I'm not afraid of the ghosts. I think it's a cool little basement space, but it's been an interesting story because they have heard things move and sounds and noises, and it is old down there, so you never know. It's kind of fun. We try and connect with the community. Well, we do several things. So we allow a farmer's market on Saturday mornings. During COVID, the city had a farmer's market over by the visitor center, and they shut that down. And so people asked if they could use our property since it was private. It didn't have the same rules against it. And we said absolutely. So we opted to do we let people come on every Saturday morning. We don't charge them a fee of any kind. They just get to come set up and have a little farmer's market to sell their goods. So that's one way, and we love that. We also donate to a lot of events and causes, but we love Blanding.